Hello and welcome to the latest update from We Are the Famous AFC. Yeah, you know that bit. So I thought that tonight me and Sam will talk about some three pieces of news coming out of some journalists for Everton and Everton Football Club itself. But the first one, what we're going to talk about is what's going on with Jack Grealish. So today, it's break from the Toffee Blues Everton fan channel page on social media that Everton will look to navigate another loan deal with Manchester City for Jack Grealish. That would include an option to sign Grealish on a payment deal. Sam, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it's, well, of course, after how he was doing it on loan at the start of the season, he was absolutely brilliant, and you could see how much the team, and of course the fans grew towards him, and how much we adored him. So I think I agree that we should be getting him again. But I did see another bit of news earlier today that we are actually fully in talks with them now. So it's not just rumoured. We are in talks with them to sign him. So that would be a bonus for the club.
Yeah, totally agree. They say never to fall in love with a lone player, and let me tell you now, people, I have.
Yeah, I agree. I have as well.
No matter what, no matter what happens, he will be an Evertonian again next season. Whether it's on a loan or a payment deal, is unheard, but I see Everton getting him without a shadow of a doubt. Jack Grealish, hopefully. But when I did the Everton tour a month ago, that Jack Grealish has bought an Everton box for the next 5 years. So something tells me that he's going to be an Everton player.
Yeah.
I personally think we'll get him on another loan. I'll take that all day long. Then at the end of that, we get him on a payment deal without a shadow of a doubt. But the Friedkins won't want to waste money. So I think that's why we're looking at another loan as well. What are your thoughts on it, Sam?
I personally think it would be a good signing, of course. With of course, if he comes in on loan, then it's just another, like it was this season currently. But we know, except there would be an option to buy him permanently at the end of the season. But from what I believe that his contract runs out at the end of the season, I think, for Man City.
Yeah.
Either 26 or 27. So basically it could end up being a free transfer for us.
Yeah.
Which would just be.
City have requested 50 million. Everton, on God's given earth, won't pay that much because of his injured, because he might not come back as the same player. So that's the risk. Do we take that and just get him on a payment deal, or do we sign him
on a free?
Okay. We've had a comment just coming in. Everton backed to re-sign Romelu Lukaku as Napoli consider action against striker.
I did see about that actually yesterday, I think it was.
Yeah. What's your opinions on that? Because we've got Eugene's opinion.
I think, well, of course, it would be nice to have him back at the club because, of course, in his first stint, he did really well for us. Of course, he scored a goal, literally felt like half of the goals that season. But of course, if it's disciplinary actions, and like why? Well, I haven't really heard anything about like why he might be leaving Napoli. I haven't really seen anything about it, but I think it would be a nice return for him to come back to the club. But it's just, of course, we are looking for a striker who can score goals. But it's just, I think recently, hasn't he, like past couple of seasons, he's been quite injury, like got injured quite a bit, hasn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, certainly. But at the end of the day, can we afford to go back and re-sign different players who were good but now are like injury prone? Like, I want Richarlison back this summer, even if Tottenham don't go down. I want him. But the only thing is,
He's quite injury prone.
Yeah, can we afford that? Especially with our luck.
True.
That's arguably the question. I don't know, is my honest answer about Lukaku. But moving away from Jack Grealish now, let's talk about John Stones potentially coming back to Everton. What are your thoughts on that? His contract ends at the summer, and according to some journalists today, this is broke quite heavily today.
They're not going to a new contract.
He won't be offered a new contract. What are your thoughts? I'm going to tell you mine quickly.
Yep.
And I want to get yours and the people in the comments, because we've got another comment about John Stones in a moment. I say yes, because he'd be good backup for Jared Branthwaite, Michael Keane and Tarky. Tarky's not getting any younger. John Stones, we know, was amazing during his time under Everton under Roberto Martinez. We know on how that went. And my honest opinions is, yes, I would have him back in a heartbeat. Over to you, Sam.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I think he would. Of course, we know, of course, like how what he meant to the fans when he was first in the team. Of course, you could tell he was passionate for like us to do well, and like say he was absolutely incredible under Roberto Martinez, and well, like say he would be a good like backup for the defenders. It's just with of course him, like you say about Taki, that he's not getting any younger. Neither's John Stones either. They're both like getting closer to maybe ending their careers, but I don't think it's as close to ending his careers like maybe Coleman, for example. So, but like I say, it would be a good backup for them.
Yes, it's certainly. And also the likes of Michael Keane and Jared Branthwaite, because we know a lot that Jared Branthwaite gets injured, unfortunately. He'll be a good backup for him. Like, there's no denying it.
Yeah.
As well, without a shadow of a doubt. But I think the likes of John Stones would be good. Certainly.
Yeah, I agree.
Let us know in the comments, people, your opinions on John Stones, linked up with the return to Everton, as he won't be offered a new deal at Everton. I mean, at Manchester.
Man City even.
Eugene in the comments has put, Everton are being linked with John Stones from Manchester City because he's a free agent this summer. Yes, we've just touched on that. Yep. What are your opinions, people? Let us know in the comments. And also, the last piece of news is that Everton want to bring a new Dixie Dean statue and one of
Howard
Kendall. Let us know in the comments your thoughts. A video at 8 o'clock is coming out on the YouTube channel about that, and I've given my opinions on what statue I would like. So I'm going to give you one of them, one statue. Richarlison holding the flare at Goodison Park like that. That's one statue I want at the Hill Dickinson. But yes, people will probably argue about it because we are fighting relegation that season, and why would we want a reminder and a taster of it at the Hill Dickinson? But the only reason I'm saying it's because it's literally a ace picture. It's ace. It's a
good picture, to be honest.
Of Richarlison. That's why I've picked it. But I'm going to share the YouTube thumbnail for the video what I want. So the statues, are you ready to see it? The second one is David Moyes. This is how I want the statues at Hill Dickinson. If fans do get a choice, because I personally think Richarlison at Hill Dickinson as a statue, because Everton want to bring in two statues. And if we get a choice, I want this one of Richarlison because it's an ace piece of a picture with the flare, and the other one of David Moyes like that, because remarkable what he's done getting us into Europe his first time, and look what he's doing again now. David Moyes is a legend of this football club.
I agree.
Like, there's no denying it. Sam, what are your thoughts about this? What would you choose and why? And also, I want you to think carefully. It could be any players from your era, from you being born.
Just go.
And I want to
gosh, right.
It can be anything you want.
I was gonna say, when either the celebration of I was gonna say, when of course the last time home derby against Liverpool.
Yeah.
I would do either when Taki was running and celebrating, or either like that, or like when he was celebrating after the VAR checked the goal, like we just had him like his hands fist up, and that would be a good one. Or I'd maybe go Big Dunk actually. I'd go Big Dunk because of course he's always said he would want like a statue.
Mm-hmm.
But of course it would just be maybe like one when he's got like his top off. Because of course after he's been celebrating, or when he was our caretaker manager, for them couple of games, because you could see the passion from him. But I do 100% agree about what you're saying about the Richarlison and David Moyes statues, because like I say, Moyes has been absolutely incredible since he's returned back to the club. And of course Richie was just a pure
legend. He was
just like a pure show of Everton passion supporting like wanting what was best for the club and of course the team, and of course knowing what the fans wanted as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is it from me. Have you got anything else to add before we finish?
Not I can think of.
Okay, people, this video will be out at 8 o'clock this evening, so make sure that you give it a like and a watch, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And Jordan, have a great Easter, and also me and Sam will probably be back live again tomorrow. Up the Toffees.
Up the Toffees.
See ya later.